Hey guys, for this tutorial I want to make something a little different, especially for you beginners out there, with guaranteed success if you follow all the steps correctly. If you have seen my last video, I started a new series about refurbishing old gaming consoles. Therefore I need to build some cartridge holders that also protect the contact PCBs from dust and make them look organized. But for this tutorial I try to generalize the project a bit, as it is the exact same walkthrough if you need to build stands for CDs, tapes or DVDs in general. This time I will actually not show you how to create the layout in Coral Laser, but start off with the finished drawing. For your convenience, you can freely download this layout by clicking on the link in the description below. In this zip file you will also find a layout for an audio cassette stand that holds up to 10 tapes. Modifying this layout to fit CDs or DVDs is pretty simple. You only need to measure your particular medium and adapt the numbers to the layout. You should know how to do this by now. If not, just click on one of my other tutorials on my channel page. Okay, so for this project you will need 4 sheets of 4 or 3mm plywood or some acrylic, depending on your preference, of a size of 310 by 110mm or 12.5 on 4.5 inches. I want to make mine out of wood this time to match the Atari 2600. Sure, you need your K40 laser and a Coral Laser for the easiest. So let's get started. When you click on the link, it brings you over to uploadfiles.io. Wait until the countdown has ended. You don't need to create any account or something. Now click on the link and download this zip file. I will not do this right now as it is already on my hard disk. So open the file with your unzip program of choice and copy those 4 files into a separate folder. The 4 files are actually only 2 layouts saved in 2 different formats in case you're not working with Coral Laser, but in this video I will only go with the CDR or Coral Draw files. Alright, let's open the file in Coral Laser. Here you can see the second file is for the cassette tape stand that I will show you in a sec. So this is the Atari layout and you can see this is how it looks actually. It is ready for sending the data straight to your K40 laser. As you can see here, when I pull the layers apart you can see that I grouped them into 3 groups. One for the engraving, one for the cutout and one for the base plate to close everything up from the bottom. I have done this as we need several layers later to glue together to get an appropriate thickness that can hold our cartridges or tapes securely in place. I quickly undo this, and it is very important that all those layers stay over each other at all time and do not move. Now for the cassette layout you see that it is the same principle, but with the exact measurements for cassette tape casings and the original 80s cassette tape logo. Okay, back to our Atari cartridge stand. As I said, we are ready to engrave this as is. So I align 1 sheet of plywood to the cutting head. Check on the settings, that should be okay. I usually don't make many changes in the engraving settings. I only do align my laser to the working piece and use the preview button while the laser tube is deactivated to see if everything fits onto my working material. With this done, make sure your laser is now activated and your water pump is running. Close the lid, put your laser goggles on, and here we go. This will take a while now though. Don't forget it is still a kind of a branding process as the laser beam is extremely hot. Make sure nothing catches on fire, keep your water spritz bottle ready and never leave the room. Okay, so it took about 25 minutes to engrave the cover plate. Now it is time to start cutting. Don't forget to not touch the working piece as it has to stay perfectly aligned with the laser head. What I do now is I select the layer with the decorative outlines and make it transparent, such as the Atari logo using the right mouse button, and the Atari logo is filled, so I need to make this transparent by using the left mouse button. Now our cutting layout is ready, so time to open the cutting menu Make sure cutting is selected, not engraving. I use 4mm plywood, so for me 20mm per second works best by making 3 to 4 passes at 15 milliamps. I prefer cutting low and slow to avoid burning my laser tube. Don't touch the alignment now, as it has to cut exactly over our engraving, right? The cover plate is done. Now we need 2 identical copies, but without the engraving, so we simply cut the same thing again until we have 3 plates in total. Number 2 is done as well. And by the way, keep the cutout wood for later as a placeholder. They are also come in pretty handy for general purposes, so don't throw them away. There you can see why it is better to keep always an eye on the machine. Even I didn't need water to extinguish the flame. This can happen, especially when you are cutting on the edge of your working piece. Okay, so last thing to cut out is the base plate. Therefore I simply select the inner cutouts and make them transparent as well, so we will left over with a simple outer outline. Our parts are done. Now gluing them together is easy, just take care all the parts are nicely aligned. I use some old cartridges here as a template. You could wrap them in clear plastic foil to avoid getting any glue on them. Then I clamp everything down and set it to dry overnight. The next day I start sanding everything off, using a sanding machine to get rid of the slightly burned edges you get sometimes when you're working with wood on your laser. I use some fine grit sandpaper for the top to not sand away any of the engraving. This is a teak wood stain finish, and I give it a good coat using a simple kitchen towel. Et voila, it should now look like this. A custom cartridge holder that pretty much looks like an official Atari accessory out of the 80s. I hope you enjoyed. If so, engrave me a comment below and give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos that are coming soon, and check out my other videos about the K40 laser and other builds. See ya!